Assalamualaikum bani ngal kondom ba ke ngal bismillah nal bani mal woni fasane bin nara jang ko karamo bala talibolu kana ko dolu seneyandi me yalan ko be keri anu nyim famale fambula famale fambula la kandu ngajele mol be kumol fo kan dol be diamula kuma kila wala bulani ko wala ni ko Gambia ba kanala sanjumal ko nimbar waya bira jana ngo sambia be banko be kasara la ina banko dingol ci menu ñen la victime oti wol kasi kayta ni ko yara fantol ñi victime yabe diarin to lel. What is wrong with us Gambians? What is wrong with us? Case ñi be duna wala kono to mandi, you know, ni ko case ñi be National Assembly yari na member kiti bon do be kiti bon bulje maybe a little bit of you know, mo TikTok mo kunta TikTok mo laf ka jam faje baake because mo so from siara je baake, you know, especially marakaro ñi you know, la marakaro men ka noise men bu ma like I don't among ma feel that okay, but nada musuni woni na karola toni alaji mama de kurang basos malam ba la nyadi ami endi drama la koto former lead council left a coup d'antenne Sénégal because ngamul jile. Okay, let me just make this clear. When I bring Amila testimony because I was not so much into it. Because I have a moral conscience. I don't like to force myself doing things when I my left card. I did not want to cover this case on social media recently testimony because I was already criticizing Talib a lot and my conscience didn't allow me to do it. Not because it's illegal, but come from my left card. You understand? Those days near cross I was just busy with the back of the dump side. And for all intent and purposes, my left card I just didn't want to do that. Okay, but that doesn't mean that if the responsibility lies on them, your duty to execute me along they are questionable, be questionable at the same time. Okay, but let me clarify like, the number one thing. Muhammadi to apologize. I'm like, are these people really okay in, you know, on top? For real? Are those people really okay on top? Allah upstairs, menabige. Ya mire mom Mercedes Benz la engine ota yake dolu ngoko. Okay. If Muhammad should apologize to somebody, may alongo, as former lead counsel, as Sita, instead of answering questions relating to her duties and tasks that she was assigned to do, instead of answering questions, she was questioning the authority of the people. Many alongo wolle ba nyin ka ko kola. Ni alaji Muhammad Kurang ko abo lel apologize la. Ndol karan ni ngofnal ba fala ne karamo ba yen jam fa bagel ba nga nga lay ba ma di kuran do kalam ka nte hay karamo ba ante ay law miral karamo ba fa we cannot, because that's not going to happen. It defies common sense. It's not even sensible. So lafta case ni mem fana yalon ko ite absolutely ka yin sakarado ni ka wala support e la moy hakilo la de, because ndel mang interest ni soto nyam kono because lafta mo le mal anu hana ton ko there were adverse findings against tell the last person member salbitel for, you know, I never hated her. I supported her in Fagwaro na mol bendenka mbe Mohamed Sabal against Mohamed Sabal because I thought ko ala duty mo menta nyanda ko la tamandi banko la ya bulala nyanda tamandi la. So but side ye case ni jibe ya testimony ni jibe, even though mason ka cover nga la mo very well nga be la mo morkeba iko itela munun league council de Gambia banko dingol muntu mala ntol ben na banko kanula muntu mala ntol be tonya jala muntu mala mbele fela tonya ite nyaaye moje mome yalan ko former lead council as sit akata man legal advice di to the commission sa club I mun doku lagi legal advice in relation to what? And by the way, before I jump in, let me just remind you guys, if you are going to defend her position, Allah defend, especially against Muhammad Kurang in social media, Allah defend ko, she did not say market, she said ko, I cannot remember the most critical parts. I'll give you one example. Okay, I believe Tony Garas and 11 other people, these people, hey, personal non grata, you go in the Bangkok. Therefore, I wanted to know if all those people, none of them had Gambian citizenship, because my understanding is a lot of these foreigners, many along Lebanon and other places, business, they end up having Gambian citizenship. At least they are residents, legal residents. How was it possible that all of a sudden we will charge Bangkok? How was it possible? Okay, she was asked this question, I don't remember. Any other tema? What critical question? I don't remember. I didn't know about internet. I don't remember a question made along in relation to very critical matters. I don't remember in relation to Molme Yalonko, Wole Yajamen, Wole Yajame Fudida. In fact, Biria recommendation of myself against those people who come and Gambe Dingol Nafa, Ijamabi, come and Gambe Dingol Mudafendi, Ibe Fonsun no profit or rebel no Yajan and Yajame, Ikoyajame, Ayajame Marco, the Time Banco, for Danaka and Yajame, in Yajame Banco Tian. Ijeki de Copasson non grata. Aquaman have a fenke sotoje, atoni, Amam Bulu sotoje, Aman legal advice di. Say, atamu Jumala lead consult. In fact, in her own words, akadamanke non tronko lead counsel at legal team onient. Ako yatale higher. Purkatamand. I mean, you listen to that. You listen to the contrary evidence. May I tell you, Akamanke chief investigator, and I tell him chief investigator. In fact, there was a documentary evidence. I have found a legal team. I have found a legal team. Okay, Damendo. I investigator to Muraikeje. I will introduce as her team, but a lot of commission. This I am not the lead investigator. Model menu be na commission de ko team sabalabe je ko secretariat me alanko officer do service the entry point document ka dun damento ni nata the point of contact and stuff like that. Then you have the team also the legal department and you have the commissioners. But you wanna atada mala la ko mo be believe in the investigator be fayel atin wolte kukili and I found the title bala ya I found the correspondence so ya itandi ko atelen chief investigator muna tin ne be ma bala ko telen wala nyaton ko naton ko kudoti. These are questions that you just need to ask yourself before you see la internet or wafala alaji mamadu kurambila ngobe sando ay men yitandi yalam kata si banku di ya tambida nyinal dronka le passeport o kare bari wala ala kilo yele why was he saying ko atendo okay yow mo tanning kilim fo mo tanning fula me yalam ko ye declare as persona non grata na fulo le debul ila na fulo men yetu Gambia yes mo le ye benefit le juma ñol le wolti adun ya ñinin kar dole kay ko. In fact, revelation of Doctor Jeko, Lumen at foot, I believe Tony Garas Leneva. Lumen at the Banco Bula. One of there was a contact to the National Assembly based on confidential documents. Many along National Assembly members, I believe they are the ones who are privy to it in Ila Dokunyor. If there was a contact to the Commission, I mean, in all these cases, in relation to Yamol Menualanko, ye declare as persona non grata. Ya tafo nyininka in relation to fatele legal advice di akata mo legal advice di amanda wala atalafta mo le belief konko amanka atal do ko pour que legal advice di in relation to that ita ba di hakilima fo nyanta law school le ba fo nyanta kala loyalty ba fo nyanta kala londi ti balde pour que understand ko legal team wala ka legal advice di commission la legal team they will ndonga men longambe they are the ones who supposed to write mafo recommendation of mutad. But they advise the commission accordingly. Ngaje public hearing lead council cover will recommend this to the commissioners. Commission they come up with the recommendation is for the commissioners. But the lead council anyhow anywhere in that country as far as the president is concerned, they have all the powers to make recommendation to the commission. Recommend about this case so. I see run away from all of it. Especially in relation to the people men are declare as persona non grata. If into the Bangkoka, mo kurumbala wolti. But if I believe that all money na baila Bangkoka, ni moment ranya loka wala na fuloka. Why do you think we need to have those people out of the country? Hey, badi ngolu, dukare ngali dani. Some mumi people many along ko dul bije wol wala nga karamo baja ko doye ko la karamo jafe. Lonni kyo karana ba wala ka karambolo suute. Ay karambolo be abelo. Karambolo ba da la roka ra suute. With all this evidence in the public domain. And let me tell you this, and I'm not banking on this. Another example, aning kawaku dokinan commission. That was this man. Yalonte, you may not know me, but nga conscience do bagale nga balafa so la anu fanan nga mirale nga molla e jibele akatin nga gapo dila. Modo na commission. Ya nyini ami ben sudaning fenko tatonde ala legal team o jana commission correspondence ani koku jarta ni tema ako ku jana man jara ni tema ako tusna man jara ni tema ya nyini ako de ako ku man jara ne tilfo ya bulal fam fasa da fura nyawa na ko de ya nyini ka biri ya buntan. There was evidence, there were correspondences between that person and ami ben suda directly, including in person meetings talking about these assets. This is a matter of public record. Amari amabo straight akani ami man concede Bria buntani evidence la that was the time amari finde da sonda. Ay al kanamol diamondi al commission bule la dog al committee bule la dog wake. Al committee ni atarunko the patriotic thing for anybody to do near command National Assembly. There are a lot of people there who don't even have capacity. But now let me tell you something. If you are a patriot, you truly love your country. The laws of the land, wale bumani be bumani ne horrible. Ye commission me law, ye committee me law. Constitutional assembly member di wala ite after knowing all that ila fa committee fa doyan di kay tan di la ko atel fa mo ni sembo soto alkalbe kule kala me alkalma sembo soto. Okay, you have every right. Mobile freedom or deal. You have every right to question their authority. But the ruling we have right to do this. The chairperson of the committee made that ruling. Because they want to preside over this, and they did not believe they were overstepping their jurisdiction. They were within scope of their mandate. The chairperson made a ruling. The patriotic thing to do is one or two things. Niman comply and Niman agree, go and challenge it in a higher authority, maybe courts, because the courts can always check. Okay? If not, then just go, because that's what the law is. I overrule Akweko. We will do this, but see, continue doing it. Is that the patriotic thing to do? I ask you that question. Some of us, because of the mindset Kenya, sometimes in social media, some flashy things like I jump on it. Karamoba owes nobody no bloody apology or nothing whatsoever. In fact, he has a very solid case. Because as a citizen, men kira odulado, negligence men kira odulado, and blatant corruption men kira odulado. Nafulo men kasarada, moga ta sika foko ha, men marta ko bela. Men sita ko ndela fam legal team mode. Ama legal kadlem legal team mode. Iko bulo be senar ko perkaro alin kana nyone ne. Nyembango nak mbetemo nyimbanko bida ko mabak nyim Gambia abida ko mabak nakaro ka baluwo banko kam bakal adu nga fa ale fasada nakaro nyana ale jaman dol burkan Gambia hana mam burkan sadula hana mam burga I would not have even spoken about this issue narunga manke mo lañing do lañing tiam kuntangolti trying to make it look like Mama Kurang feeling this as fan samba another territorial side he has to apologize to who I will never apologize to a thief I'll never apologize to a thief. A state thief for that matter. I will never apologize to that. You have to take responsibility. Not that no Gambia Banko in a passport blue, green, maybe blue. Even Pisa more killing Gambia Bankoka. More killing the Bankokan, Hormone Bunya, Ulanyata Tarambedem. But more Fisa are modi, more Lunya Fisa are modi, more Bank as far as the nation is concerned. They killing. Luaya question Yama, question on Yama. Sembo warta nyawnya fo man soldier na info bana kido mo muta ya arrest wo fo nyanda itan la tol dale that soldier could have as no fo no national assembly bun kono ni atornon ko there was no moment nyana ka loi obey hey loi mu loi tide ni to côté loi le bar ni do fa sembo be nyimbulo mena ka sa kuno instant anala kido lam in fact they men anara no first time anala kido lam. But as a patriot, he allowed to be arrested by people, maybe he has much more experience and training than those people. But that is the patriotic thing to do. If the law requires you to to lay down. If the law requires you to be arrested, comply. I've never resisted any kind of encourage any kind of case. Somebody resist arrest. Even in my own country, Gambia Bangoga, and then sinya killing. Nim police o nyo saba fonga ta ko ngata karle am fana nga police ke ba karla adu me wona Gambia la juma ba fala mamba din soto o mang terima soto service o. I don't do it because you know what, when a police officer stops you, the most patriotic, I so love my country for that. No matter how dumb the police officer is, I will try to comply and make him understand the situation. I will talk myself out of the situation. If I need to pay fine or joe in a receipt dinangata, I will not pay a bribe. There are several ways to be a patriot. I truly love my country. That's why I cannot watch these bloodsuckers, these certified thieves, these mafias trying to ruin our country and at the same time intimidate us, tell us to shut up. What do you want? I don't care. I'm not even watching comments because after I come and moderate my comments, I don't even care what is going on in the comment section for now. I don't even have time for that. Genuinely, I don't want to see what is going on. Let me know I'm moderate. Because you see, I'm pissed. I'm pissed with the way I see my fellow Gambians. The way you are treating our country. You think love for country is just by word of mouth? Well, I service for eye service. Jamabi jela bangu kano for eye service. ite banko kono min to le nyaay banko na fulo ja kasara ye mo bula do ko la kana ka fa inte fo manke inte legal timo da pa inte legal advice in fact inte wo keno ngadi in fact ninde ngo opinion of di wolta fo ta because iman ni fankata because you know wo lawyer me jola experience sweet word yes but okay under the circumstance you had all the legal mandate and right for the legal advice the legal opinion it matters. You want to tell me you never gave any legal advice, you never made any recommendation? Okay, somebody else can believe it but not me. Trust me. This is not about UDP, this is not about NPP. Forget all those parties. And the patriotic thing to do is to love your country. You bloody owe it to your country. This is the country that nimbe far laftanga bade woto mama nyol be bade rin jelto ubanko manyana ka horomanta ya by way of supporting corruption o man bedia fasad aka halako ko la na banko ka anyaje nimbanko men be independence re be data nyado ndel man tano nyado is because of this corruption. Bi president la ex wife former muso ex president la muso le bol soronka ex president le bol soronka ex prime minister le bol soronka han france de ba ci ke ganja atul kal ko president da mambole kella bar mo kuno message ko no sembo be bul naflo be bul ndawol kella no mo tanlim fe men yalan ko wolen ya jama be do ko la wol break banko kay finta banko ka ye mo nyini kala me yalan ko she should know something about because naba nyama. In fact, if you listen to the questioning, you understand that was in telco. This man was about to leave the country. Nothing was done about it. Somebody was informed at the commission. Who was that somebody? And some of you are just easy to be carried away. Ala lonko yamo arrest ni bulantole sojaro nyun kola. Okay, sojaro nyun kola. Yamo arrest jela because yala laptop yala muda and then they got some confidential information in it. Me alonka concealed previously. Ya mari kenyadi. Arrest. After all the testimony, it is ongoing investigation. Please hold your guns for all good, for your own good. Investigation may be on. And then, you know, as somebody who is interested in human psychology, can you pass for testimony and then give the sense of relief? If I'm calling this is literally the character or the facial expression of somebody may alonko. Kanada kuma fa me ila ka be kanala member or at least a feko amanya na kanala nyina because I kula gamenta mi ola. That's the reading. Near relief nyen jibe. If I'm calling nako yes, something is not right. Something is not right. Something is not right. What is the missing puzzle here? What is the missing piece in the puzzle here? Something is missing. The sense of relief. This and I was impatient with you. We want to know why you were impatient. We want to know that. We want to know why you decided to question the authority of the National Assembly, even though you were overruled by the chairperson and you didn't go to court to challenge, to further challenge that. Okay, which you have every right to. But in our CJ, you continue to do it. Is that? Ndafana our citizens ndalenga commission ndalenga jo sio membe jo mo membe odlara no bon ndalenga bejo our citizens afono ko ibe commission na time waste kan. We can say that. You see, guys, Ali Tenku, Alaji Mamadi Kurang, Ala Londo Mangeni ko internet jairo lamde wala banta bata kacha jairo lande. I Londo tiki I wala sot and I am corruption olale. And I corruption o kelegan. And I will continue like I kill it. And I flag on my race. In fact, why would not go Mamadi question make race? If it marry Gambia Kano, I don't remember from Gambia Kano will because I get pissed with people. I have no bloody nice words for anybody who don't love that country. I don't give a damn about any political party. Country first over everything. Yeah, you on several issues like Mayalonko. Nita Maria Banko can you should be concerned. Why is it that when it comes to the issue of people who left the jurisdiction of the Gambia, who were on the investigation by the committee that you are serving as the legal team, because I will back up legal team. Why when you were asked, you just chose to say you don't remember. Oh, you don't remember. Oh, okay. But I don't have a problem with I don't remember, because maybe you don't want to incriminate yourself. But I have a problem with a fool on the internet who thinks that because you don't remember means you are exonerated. That is not an exculpatory evidence. Okay? In law, you can only conclude it is just to preclude one from incriminating oneself. But it is not by any means, shape or form, an exculpatory evidence. Somebody, and you see her as saying these were the legit bloody questions. Then Mamadi questions were very valid, solid, legit and legitimate. Legal and legitimate. One question of the mention Najininka. Mamadi Kurang Meninka. She was raising issues about that at the commission, asking them for Mamadi at the committee hearing. Sorry, interchangeable. Please accept it. What the hell is going on, guys? I'll end this video here. Because of some people, when I see them, my problem with you is not because you don't like Mamadi Kurang. My problem with you is not because you don't like Ami Bensouda. My problem is your bloody love for that country. That country needs us. That country needs us. That country does not need this partisan bullshit all the time. That country does not need this fasaro when it comes to the elites and their nonsense. That country does not need any of that. That country needs only one thing from you. Love country. Speak the truth when you need to. But you choose to always go take side on issues based on proximity, based on ite katara jumala, based on ite jumala long, based on ite fe jumala ken inafa. And most of these selfish people, when you look at them, what you see is they get direct benefit. One way or the other. Be nyolonjan. Alen kana nyo diamondi. Mena video yana nda jamfandila. But I wanna tell you ko Karamoba owes nobody an apology. Karamoba is not clean because moment matter fund down like is clean. Karamoba owes nobody no bloody apology. And the elites will account for what they did. They will account for what they did. You can have all the how comfortable are you to know Modo is trying to project themselves as being like so powerful, influential, and in control of our legal system? Does that not tell you there is a tendency for dictatorship and authoritarian system in our country, even in the absence of the presidency? You want to tell me after all the dictatorship and the authoritarian authoritarian system that has been crafted and implemented and imposed on Gambians by the office of the president, regardless Fokera Jamel, the Fakera Jawara, the Fakera Fengor. Office of the president, you want to tell me we want to create figures outside of the presidency and the government itself that will be imposing BS on us. Isn't this shit enough? I think it is. Gambia dal moy lolu doron.